So for today's video, a little bit off of what I normally do. It's me towing without a weight distribution hitch and why a weight distribution hitch is so important. Thanks for watching this video. Hope it's really informative for you. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, hit the little subscribe button down below. Hit a like button. Greatly appreciate it. Hopefully you learned something from it. And if you don't have a weight distribution hitch, on why to definitely get one. So, welcome to my video on why to tow with a weight distribution hitch. It's not my typical normal video, and not because I'm in a hotel room, because this is my life outside of work, and this is what I do actually. I spend a lot of time in hotel rooms and visiting dealers, and so I wanted to put together a video on a weight distribution hitch and the importance of towing with a weight distribution hitch, because if you bought a trailer before, if you're looking at buying a trailer, you know, they're going to talk to you about what a weight distribution hitch is. And I know that this is really kind of off my normal subject when it comes to mental health, mental illness and sobriety and all this, but I wanted really to share this trip with you because it was a trip that really, it took a lot out of me. It was the first time I'd ever towed without a weight distribution hitch. And it just, yeah, at the end of it, I was glad to be home. I'll put it that way. So I hope that you get a lot out of this. I hope it's informative to you. If you're looking at buying trailers, you know, get the right hitch work. It makes all the difference in the world when towing. So let me get right to it. Here's my adventure on towing without a weight distribution hitch, and also the why one is so important. So this is a picture I took right before here getting on my trip. As you can see, I have a Dodge Ram truck that's hooked up to a toy hauler trailer. You can see the squatting that it has below it. And yeah, I'm going to be towing this from Chandler, Arizona to Orange County, California. One heck of a long trip, and not normally something that you want to do without the correct hitch work as I have here. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can tow anything with a ball and shank, but having a weight distribution hitch definitely makes all the difference in the world. So yeah, that's how the towing setup is. You can definitely see how the back is squatted pretty darn low. You can see it's only connected at the ball on the trailer. You can see how much those back tires are squatted. My truck doesn't have airbags on it, so it sunk it down even a little bit lower. Didn't tow it unsafely. It's just not how I would definitely recommend towing anything, especially if you're traveling with a toy hauler or a travel trailer. So this is a weight distribution hitch right here, and as you can see, the chains that come down to the tension bars, the hitch that plugs into the receiver. What it does is it keeps your trailer from moving around at all on you. You sit parallel together. The bar right here that you can see, the additional one is the sway control, prevents it from moving from side to side. This is really the configuration setup that you need to have to be able to tow safely. It's not a sales gimmick, it's definitely a safety feature, and it makes towing it so much easier. So definitely get one of these if you have the chance. Here's my experience without having one. So I decided to do this video mainly because I am driving right now from Phoenix, Arizona back to Orange County, California, and I'm actually towing with just a ball, a 25-foot toy hauler, a Forest River Work and Play, which I'm the rep for. And you know, as salespeople, you know, you always hear them talking about weight distribution hitches, and I can tell you this: weight distribution hitches and sway bar is so important. This trip I wasn't able to do a weight distribution hitch with a sway control, just because where I had to pick this unit up at, they did not have any pneumatic tools for me to actually put saddles on the trailer. So I can tell you this, I will never ever tow again a trailer like this, even though it is unloaded. I mean, I drive a 2014 Dodge Ram. I got over 100,000 miles on it. I drive a ton. It's a Laramie with the Hemi, and yeah, towing capacity on this is 10,000 pounds. I will tell you this, a toy hauler especially, the tongue weight is tremendous. And I don't know if you noticed just my hand constantly doing little adjustments. I just had a little BMW pass me, and having that BMW pass me, just even the wind gust from that on an unloaded toy hauler, I have to keep correcting with my driving hand to make sure that I stay straight, because the sway is actually that bad. I mean, I'm on right now, to give you an idea, the 10 freeway coming up to Blythe, so I'm between Quartzsite heading into California, and there's not much around. So the wind, and yes, I do have a crack in my windshield, which I have gained on this trip, which has been a joy. But I will tell you this: the gusts and having to autocorrect constantly, I mean, has been unreal on this trip. So definitely get a weight distribution hitch. You don't have to do the autocorrecting like this, especially on a toy hauler. It's extremely tongue heavy, and I'm sagging in the back, so the grip on my front tires is definitely not what it needs to be. I do have a built-in brake control, so you know, braking and everything's been no problem. It's just the sole fact that you do sway in these. So if you think that you're going to be a man and you're going to tow one of these without a weight distribution hitch, I tell you what, yeah, that's just idiotic. So I don't rep for any kind of trailer hitches out there. I'm just sharing my personal experience that this drive has been unbelievably difficult when it comes to not having a weight distribution hitch. I know tonight I'm going to sleep extremely well, knowing that I'm home and knowing that I'm safe, and it's not even that I'm towing that fast, going between 65 to 70 miles an hour. And yeah, anything that passes you, the pressure from it passing, the wind gust from it passing, definitely gets you all over the road. And you know, you see people towing without weight distribution hitches, and I tell you this, take it into account for your family, take it into account for your friends. Don't tow without a weight distribution hitch. You're going to have a lot of auto-correcting to do. The wind's going to have you all over the road, and just control of the trailer is not what it needs to be. Just having it, I mean, I can tell you this, I'll never fucking tow like this again. I will always be towing with a weight distribution hitch after this. Unfortunately, I just didn't have the access and stuff to the tools that I needed. But I will say, it's definitely been a trip. It is raining outside, and so I do have the crosswinds going. Luckily, this trip is an easy trip, but again, it's about a 300-mile trip that I'm going to be on. So just, you know, when you have that option out there, believe me, the salesman, I'm going to tell you from a rep standpoint, and I mean, I pitch these things to customers and to dealerships all the time. Weight distribution hitch has absolutely nothing to do with the business I'm in. But, you know, when you are offered this and you do not have one, don't swap over your weight distribution hitch. Have a dealership put it on, because that way it's actually leveled up correctly to your trailer, and it makes it just that much safer to tow. The last thing that you want to do is be towing where it's a dangerous situation for you and your family. And you know, what does it really do? I tell you this, it makes the control steering of your front two tires that much better. You don't have the tongue weight just pressing on the rear of the truck. It's actually forced through the frame of your vehicle, and you don't get to sway like a landscape trailer going down the freeway. It gives you that just a lot more balance, and when you do get hit with these wind gusts, it's easier to correct your steering. I mean, that's why you want a weight distribution hitch. It's not a sales gimmick. It's not anything. If you want to poop out diamonds like I am, I tell you what, again, I'm going to sleep really amazing tonight because my stomach has never been this tense. It's worth it. It's the investment for you and your family. This has become like the trip from fucking hell. So I've gotten the towing part down just fine. And now my front right headlight's out, which is awesome. It's only like $300 to replace, since I have to take out the whole fucking assembly and the tire off. I cannot wait to be home. So driving in bad weather and towing this trailer without a weight distribution hitch has been exhausting, to say the least, and my trip isn't even over yet. Not having a weight distribution hitch and literally fighting the wind and the vehicles passing by, it's a lot. And I'm going to tell you this, it's worth the investment on a weight distribution hitch. It'll save your stomach a million knots. It'll save your teeth from grinding. It'll save your nails from being bit off, and it'll definitely help keep your sanity. So all I can say is this has not been a joyous trip, especially with gusty winds up ahead, the joy of California. Yeah, so gonna be stopping here just to take a break. I can tell you this, if I had the right hitch and everything, this trip would have been a no-brainer. So easy. Driving from Phoenix to Arizona to Orange County, California. So the other joy of when you are out and you're traveling is, you know, no matter what the rain and what the weather brings, you know, just make sure that you're safe when towing. I've seen too many accidents where people have, you know, lost their vehicles, lost their trailers, just towing it incorrectly. It's something that, you know, a lot of times you don't think of, especially if you're buying a trailer. But you know what? It shouldn't deter anybody. I mean, even with the bad weather like this has been really easy to tow. I mean, I've been doing this for 17 years. I've probably driven more RVs and trailers than anyone typically will do in a lifetime. And so, you know, you do get experience with it over time. You do get comfortable with it over time. And you know the correct way to tow and what the importance is, especially when it comes to hitch, brake control, and just making sure that you're towing your trailer safe and you're staying within your tow ratings. So I hope that's been informative to everybody out there, and you know, hopefully somebody who felt that they didn't need a hitch and they could do it just normal. Hopefully this makes you think twice. It's definitely something that you don't toy around with, you don't kid around with. Getting the right hitch is so important. I'm going to end off my journey here a little bit white-knuckled and just keeping it safe and driving slow. You know, when you do hit this speed, doesn't matter what kind of hitch you have, you're not going to get much sway in it. So probably going to get a little wet here, but so this is what I was towing with. This is actually my personal vehicle. It's a Dodge Ram 1500 Laramie. It does have the Hemi engine in it, so the towing capacity on it is rated for 10,000 pounds. And this is the toy hauler that I was towing during this whole video. As you can see, I did not have a weight distribution hitch. You can see how the back is sagging a lot more than the front. And that's one of the reasons that you want a weight distribution hitch. It prevents that sag. It gives you a lot of tongue weight because you're only attached at one point on the trailer. You can see here that it's that one ball that's giving us the attachment. Other than that, there's nothing else attaching this trailer to the truck. And this is an average size toy hauler. It's a 25-footer. Flipped axles on it already, so it actually made the towing on this a lot easier. So 25-foot toy hauler, designed to have tongue weight on it because it is a toy hauler, so it is designed to have weight put in the back. Again, you can see how much the truck is squatting, and that's just due, I mean, a Dodge Ram, this unloaded right here weighs about 7,300 pounds. Dodge Ram truck can tow, how this is set up, 10,000 pounds, so it can easily tow it. Just the difference being that all trucks, it doesn't matter what it is. If I was towing with a 2500 or 3500, yeah, I probably wouldn't have had as much squat in the back. Same if I had airbags. But majority of people don't have airbags. And majority of people are towing with a half-ton truck, just like this. And toy haulers are designed to have tongue weight because you're loading up a lot of weight in the back. This you can put about 4,000 pounds, excuse me, of cargo in the back. So the front is squatting, you know, more because it's designed to have a heavy front to be balanced out once you load it up. So this is what your setup's going to look like if you don't have a weight distribution hitch. You're only attached at that one point. Those chains are only to break away. And I tell you what, yes, you can do it. You can tow without a weight distribution hitch. I can tell you this from my personal experience, definitely not something that you want to do. Does make it a lot challenging to be able to try and tow without one. So after getting it unhooked, you can see the space between the back tire and the truck itself now. The space that you do have, that's how it should look a lot more like. The weight distribution hitch, I mean, it forces the weight of the trailer through the frame of the vehicle, so it's not squatting as low as mine was. You have a lot better grip on the front tires. All in all, just a safety feature that it makes the towing so much easier. So if you don't have a weight distribution hitch, definitely worth the investment.